right. Hello, everybody. What's going on? Just going to jump on for a few minutes here. We'll wait to see if we get some folks on. Today, I'm coming to you to talk about something very near and dear to me that is going to be happening this next month up in none other than Music City, the epicenter of all popular music as far as I'm concerned, Nashville, Tennessee, a place I know well, a place you guys know well. Let's see if we can get my friend popping on here. Let me see. There we go. Okay. But yes, so this next month, myself and Mr. Bradley Dorsey, son of the beloved singer, entertainer, icon, arranger, Mr. Engelbert Humperdinck, are going to be going to Nashville, Tennessee to be performing at the Troubadour Nashville Theater, which is just adjacent to the Grand Ole Opry Theater, which you all know very well. Myself and him are going to be bringing you just a full night, a melting pot of all kinds of different music. Are going to be bringing country, rock and roll, and of course Bradley just recorded his new album not long ago that's released. You can listen to it now. It's called I've Got Dreams. And I know we both certainly do have that. It's a beautiful album mix of all different kinds of country classics that you know, but they're done a little bit differently. And we're going to be bringing them to Nashville at the Troubadour this next month, May 17th. May 17th is the day, ladies and gentlemen. So if you or anybody you know is in that area, please do come see us. This is going to be an exciting show. I first performed at the Troubadour in 2022, and I did an Elvis show. It was an Elvis show with Mr. George Dickerson. I did an Elvis act, and it was a great show. It was a good time. And actually, it's cool for two reasons now, because they've renovated a good chunk of the Troubadour. So what you're seeing now at the Troubadour is not nearly what you would have seen a few years ago back at the Troubadour. So it's got a whole new feel to it. So if you step in there, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. They have an entirely new VIP lounge available with a full bar and all that good stuff. If any of you guys are fans of Ronnie McDowell, chances are you'll see him down there doing his live streams and performing down there. So they've renovated the place, but then also, too, this is going to be a completely different show. And I'm so honored and excited to be partnering with Bradley to do that, to be doing that show. This was something that, we kind of just put together. It's one of those things. And of course, Nashville of all places is the place to be. So let's say hello to some folks coming on here. Hello, Bill. Hello, Martha. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Mr. Rose. How's everybody doing today? Now, we tried to do this past week, and although we ran into some complications, unfortunately, with Facebook, because, Facebook's never known for any complications. But we're going to try to do it this week. Hopefully, we can get Brad on the stream. I'm hoping I'm going to see his name popping along here pretty soon, and we can get him on here talking with us. But until then, how's everybody doing today? It is Saturday, April, what is it? It's 22nd? No, April 26th. Oh, geez. April 26th, man. I don't know where the time goes. It just, goes right over my hair dye. No, but hello to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well out there. For those that are in the Colorado area, my family and friends, if you guys are coming to see the shows this next week, I'm so excited to see you. They're going to be packed. They're going to be great shows. I was just talking with Nick the other day, my good friend, Mr. Nick Armstrong, who is part of the band. Hey, Karen. Doing fine. Looking forward to seeing you. But we're looking forward to seeing you. We are looking forward to seeing everybody. We want everybody and anybody to be there. It's going to be a great night. It really is. But anywho, yes. So for those that are coming to the Colorado shows I have this coming week, I'm so excited to see you guys. As you saw, if you've been looking at my page, there might be a couple surprises as far as attire goes in store that I'm very much looking forward to debuting out here. So I hope to see some of you guys for those shows. The band is excellent. Like I said, it's Nick Armstrong, it's Alex Wells, it's Logan on drums. You might even see a certain McDowell on keys doing a show out here. So we're very much looking forward to that. Those are full Elvis shows. So I'm going to be getting into my character and really putting my best foot forward and trying to give you the best Elvis show that I can give you. So we're very excited for that. But getting on to the meat and potatoes of what we are doing today. Again, Nashville. Next month, May 17th, myself and Mr. Bradley Dorsey, who I'm trying to get on here. Trying to see if I can add him onto the stream. Let me see. Hopefully he'll pop along here pretty soon, and we can get him on here talking with us. Like I said, we tried to do this past week, but as the Facebook gods would have it, it did not happen this time around. But hopefully we can get that going today. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing, darling? Hello, Michelle. Hello, Samantha. Kimby. Hello, Mr. Taylor Salomon. How you doing, sir? Hope everybody's doing well. I just wanted to pop on just for a few minutes here. All right, I think I just got a message from Brad. I think he's on the stream. Maybe we can get him on here. Bradley, give me a shout, my friend, if you are on the stream. These things, I feel like they should be so much easier, like being able to add people and just get the stream going, but sometimes it is not. If you're out there, Mr. Dorsey, give me a shout. Hello, Mary. Hello. How are you? But, yes, so we are coming to the Nashville Troubadour next month, and we want to make this as big a success as we can, guys, because, to put it simply in that equation, the more folks we pack in there, oh, there he is. Okay, there's Brad. Awesome. Everybody say hello to Mr. Brad Dorsey. Okay. Now, if I can get you on this stream, my brother, I'm going to plan to do that. Okay. There we go. All right, everybody say hello to Mr. Brad Dorsey out there, my fellow creative partner and artist on this little adventure that we're going on. Hello. Let me try. Okay, see. Okay. I'm trying to get you on here. Allow viewers to request you to join a video. Yep. Okay. Hopefully it'll allow me to add you onto the stream here in a moment, my friend. But if not, again, I'll go into it, guys. We want this to be a big success, guys. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring anybody you know that loves a good time and good music. I know me and Brad have been putting our best foot forward since this thing got on the ground, and trying to give you guys the best music we can, for both of us, the best show we can, and just deliver it the best to you guys. As myself as a young artist and as Brad, who has kind of gone through somewhat of a renaissance as an artist. He's been a guy of many hats through his life and done a lot of different professions and a lot of projects. And he just released a beautiful new album, I've Got Dreams, that you guys can go listen to right now. And it's got several awesome tracks on there. You might recognize a few folks on there. So he's going to be doing that album in Nashville, as well as a few other tracks. The band is going to be gentlemen that I know well, that you guys know well, and that is, oh, there we go. Okay, Brad. It's letting me add you to the stream, my friend. Let's see if we can get you. Hopefully this will work. Okay. I've never actually done this from my page specifically, so this is exciting, but it's allowing me to add you. Ah! Voila!
It works.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Mr. Bradley Dorsey.
How's everyone doing
That's
today?
right. That's right. It's good to see you, my friend. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm excited about this adventure of ours,
Oh,
and yeah, it's gonna be
oh
fun.
man, me too, brother. It's I was just telling them about, it's crazy because we both kind of have a history with the Troubadour, right? So it's
Yeah,
kind of come full circle. I know you used to sing there at church and stuff like that at different services and things.
I did.
Yeah,
I did a little bit of gospel
yeah,
music. Yeah, it was
yeah.
fun.
Which you're kind of bringing some of that too to kind of this show because your tracks kind of have a gospel flavor to them.
Yeah, they do. It's a little more soulful
Right.
energy, which
Yeah, yeah,
I've grown to really like and appreciate.
yeah.
My computer wasn't working, so I'm doing all of this off the phone. So if it gets a little you feel a little nauseous, just don't worry about it. It will
No,
pass.
it's okay, man. It's okay. I'm just consistently nauseous day to day. It's fine. No, but but anywho, no, that's excellent. Like I said, I was just talking about your album and how you've kind of gone through like this renaissance of music because it's been in your life forever, obviously, and you've had so many different hats you've worn it professionally and all that over the years. And then
Yeah.
you came back, you went to Nashville, and you made this big album.
Yeah, I mean, I was really fortunate to put the right people in the studio to deliver a whole sound that I've actually really had in me.
Right.
I just didn't know how to get it out,
Right.
and find it. And it took these Nashville guys about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no. I trust me, dude. I know because again, I've been fortunate, thank God, to only write and record in Nashville. And I remember when I first got there, and of course, I did a mix of cover songs as well as a couple of my own tracks. And I don't know which was more. I think, well, obviously, seeing my originals was exciting, but just as far as like just seeing the way that they work with the national number system, and
it's
you'll pick
incredible.
up a track, and it leaves you speechless. It really does because it's like these guys they immediately have the vision, and you're kind of just a passenger. You're kind of just like,
No,
okay,
it's very
yeah,
true.
yeah,
I just turned to my friend. I'm like, this is insane. This is what I mean. I mean, it's a tremendous place to record it and to just to be in that environment.
right,
Where hundreds and hundreds of artists have come there and flourished.
right,
And really and just grew to just be writers for other artists
right,
too. It's the unfaced heroes as such of the music business. And you could be standing next to someone who's who's got 60 million records written, that he's done, and he's wearing a pair of shorts and a t-shirt and drinking a coffee.
right, right. It's crazy. It really is crazy. And like you said, I love that phrase that you just used, the unfaced heroes, you know,
Yeah,
of the music business, because those are so important, as you know. And
for sure.
I know your dad knows that very well, better than anybody, always talking about the writers and the arrangers
Yeah,
and the people that put
yeah,
these pieces together. Because I look at it this way, whenever I think of a song, I think of it as four walls, just four walls. And then when you add the different layers on it till you have the roof, it takes all these different pieces to make it that. And then you
sure.
fill it with, when you put your voice on it and your texture, then you put the warmth in the house. And it becomes a
Yeah,
home.
yeah,
It becomes a home,
yeah, I like that.
right?
Yeah,
So it's really cool to see that. It's like a movie almost. Again, just like seeing that creative, process from where it started to when you picked for example, when you picked the songs for the album, and then getting in the studio.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's funny you said it's like home, because when I sing those particular songs, I do feel and remember moments in time from my past when I first
sure,
heard them, all these different moments. And it's funny, Pops has actually sang a lot of these songs throughout the
right.
years, and it's subliminally that just it's grown into the fibers of what
Well, it's you.
I'm
It's
about.
you.
Yeah,
And that's the cool part of the album is that it really is you. And I think that
yeah,
that's kind of a cool thing to kind of wrap your head around that. It may have taken a moment to really put this album together over the
yeah.
years, but it finally all those sounds and all those songs were there, and they kind of came together and came into this album, became this great album. You know.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm excited to see your
Oh, thank you,
performance,
brother. Yeah.
because I mean, I've I've known you for a
Yeah.
few years now, but I've seen you, around the shows for many a
Right.
year, and
Right.
watch you mature and into your form, which you are today, and it's exciting to see the energy of someone who really wants to pursue a career in this
Yes,
business,
sir.
and enjoy it
Right.
too. You can see that you
Right.
enjoy what you do, and I might have to steal a couple of your moves.
No, that's what I was joking on the last stream. On the last stream you did, I was saying, I think what a great idea would be is if I sang all the songs and you just danced, and I was off to the
Huh.
side,
You don't
and
want
you
to see me
did.
dancing the whole time.
No, I'm ready to see it, man. But
Uh,
but anyway, like you just said, first of all, I appreciate it, and second, you said something to me when I first met you that really struck me, because, ladies and gentlemen, first time I met Bradley was in Las Vegas at the Orleans Hotel in 2022, November of 2022. It was actually his father's first time playing Vegas since the pandemic. Right,
right.
it had been a number of years since he had played Vegas, so it was a big night. It was a cool night. It was a packed crowd. And I remember, first of all, just kind of processing the fact of getting a chance to be fortunate enough to meet Brad and meet his family. And I remember being backstage with you and seeing your dad do his thing, just with the fans and just really relating to people still on that level all these years later. And I remember sitting there and I kept pinching myself like, I'm not back here, and I remember talking to you and you said, anybody with your kind of passion belongs back here and belongs in the business, and that's one of those things that I'll never forget, that kind of a quote, just as somebody who, I've always been so passionate about, like I've got dreams, about this dream, about doing this.
Yeah.
And to have somebody like yourself, that's been around this for such a long time and has seen so many great artists and seen so many great stages around the world, to be able to say, like you have that passion, and that's the key word is the word passion.
Yeah, I mean,
It's very special.
it's apparent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you can see it immediately in you and everything you do, and that's half the
Right.
battle. You know, I mean, the rest is lovely. Just your own personal emotions and just letting the audience into what's going on.
Right. Step into my
And,
life. Yeah. Right.
yeah, I don't want to be
Low
the sole
survivor, my
survivor. My
memories.
memory. Yeah.
That's right. But
But yeah, we've got some good stuff to come up, and I know you've got a hell of a set that you've put together
I
for this
do.
particular
I
night.
do. And I was kind of talking about, I was talking about the musicians as well and all that stuff and kind of giving, spotlight to them. Um,
I'm excited to hear your
Yes.
voice.
So we have a couple different bands, ladies and gentlemen, that are going to be working this show with us. We have some locals to Tennessee. Actually, the bass player, his name is Alex Wells. He is actually the son of Dolly Parton's producer, Kent Wells. So,
Ah.
so he is phenomenal. So he is absolutely phenomenal. He's a young guy, he's in his 20s, and he's an amazing player and an amazing musician. He's going to be backing up, as well as Nick Armstrong, who has been a performer and he's lived and breathed this music his whole life. He's a great guy. And then we also have boys coming from Texas, of course, which are backing up as well. They're called the Ed Reality
Ah.
Band. And actually, this is kind of cool. So one of the songs that's on Brad's list is a number I'm sure you guys are going to recognize. I won't go into that right now. But the drummer, he actually worked with the band that did that song, and was one of the people that toured with them and made that happen, on that song. So we have a lot of great musicianship that's going to be on that stage. And as you know, and your dad would say, the core of any good, performance is the band. It's the band.
100%.
Absolutely. They're the foundation of everything. And these guys certainly are our foundation, ladies and gentlemen. These are excellent musicians. They know what they're doing. They love it just as much as we do. Right. And that shows in every note they play and every song they do. So we have some great musicians and we have a great set. Like I said, Brad's doing, you're doing a mix of your album as well as a few other songs that have inspired you and that,
Yeah.
you want to bring to the people. And I know that this year really is becoming a great performing year for you, which is awesome. I know you were in the Philippines. I'm sure a lot of
Yeah.
folks saw those pictures and all that, and videos.
Yeah. The Philippines is a really
Yeah.
fun place.
Yeah.
people over there are top.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the most gentle, sweet, loving, great people to sing to, you know, because that they're really passionate about music themselves. Because I mean, so many great singers have come out of there, and every house has a karaoke. So
Yeah.
I mean, you can hear Engelbert, you know, Elvis, Tom Jones,
Yeah.
you know, all these big singers, and like I've knocked on a door before, and someone's been singing "Please Release Me," and they've opened the door, right, and I go, well, I know that guy, the singer.
Right.
Oh yeah, and so I said, let me just, and so I'll sing a
Oh
couple of notes, you know, "Please Release Me" or something like that,
yeah.
and then I'm
And they
invited
have
into
no
their
idea.
party.
They have no idea.
They had no idea, and then they Google me, and then, oh my God,
And they're like, oh my
this
God.
guy knocked on my door.
No, it's like that.
But they're so
Yeah.
fun. It's so fun over there, and you know, the respect that they give the
Right.
artists is tremendous. And yeah, I'm going to be heading back over there hopefully by
That's
the end of the year for some more
that's
shows.
awesome. You know, that's awesome.
Yeah,
And no, I love seeing all those pictures and all that stuff. And it's kind of funny, the story you were just talking about kind of, you know, harps back to the story your dad would tell about walking into the karaoke bar in Hawaii and seeing the
exactly.
gentleman sing After the Loving, and that was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good, and him having no idea who was right behind him singing that, you know.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah, I've actually
have
witnessed
you?
him do that a couple of times, and it's
Oh,
quite a lot of fun.
bet it is. I'll bet it is, man.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's just moments like that, and just, you know, kind of even going further than that, just the fact that you know, your dad is somebody that allows people to have moments like that, and he's humble enough to, you know,
Oh
to
yeah,
stop and listen to somebody and appreciate somebody else's singing and talent, and then to give them that little moment of enjoyment and surprise and all
for
that
sure.
stuff, you know. And we both have talked about that, you know, it's all about the people out there, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah. Oh,
it's
for
all
sure.
about the people who come to the shows, the people who listen to your music, who shared their posts on Facebook or Instagram or wherever they do. And you know, that really is the foundation of, you know, being an artist, of course, and being a live performer is that what you get from the people out there,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah.
And
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what this crowd's like in
oh yeah.
Nashville. I'm sure they're going to be lively and fun,
Oh yeah.
and I know you're going to bring it, and I'm going to do my best to keep up with the
Oh,
youngster.
it's gonna be fantastic, man. And I know we have folks coming from Germany, from Canada, from across the U.S.
Yeah,
So we have people coming from, you know, all different parts of the world, which is so exciting.
it's very
Which is so
very fun,
exciting.
very fun. I look forward to seeing them
Yeah,
too.
me too, me too. And we have
You
some
know,
of them on here. We have Regina, we had Karen on here. We have Mary. We have a few different folks popping on here.
it's funny too because a lot of those folks I've known for like over 20 years.
I know.
You know,
It's
and longer.
yeah, right. Yeah, it's
You know,
amazing. Yeah,
so
yeah.
so it's fun to actually get out and let them see that different side of me, which I've spoken to or they've seen in the past me when I've been on stage with the old man a
Well,
couple
sure.
times
And
here and there.
you haven't performed in the U.S. You said this is your first performance for a while, for some time.
Yeah, well, tonight I've got one in Los
Right,
Angeles,
right. You
which
do have a show tonight.
I'm quite excited about. It's a very different
Uh huh.
venue. It's kind of like it's kind of like going to Burning
Oh yes,
Man
yes,
and
yes.
being in one of the broken down, not broken down, one of the tour buses of the Grateful
Wow.
Dead. So it's very creative.
Yeah.
The art department, the people I work with a lot, well, they own
Uh
the
huh.
place, and so it's, you know, people are making stuff there all the time.
Sure.
It's music, different music in the daytime. It's a record store. It's all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
But then in the back, it's like a speakeasy.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Oh,
So
that's cool.
so yeah, we'll be able to get a few people, and then we've got 4 different bands tonight, so it should be fun.
Love it.
But I'm just singing to track because I don't have a
Uh-huh.
band
Sure.
here with me. So
Sure, man. Sure. But that's quite the visual. That's quite the setup for a venue, man. That's cool.
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's like, yeah, Burning Man meets the Grateful Dead's tour bus.
That's pretty great, man. That should be your opening line of your set. It's like, oh, this is like Burning Man. This is great.
Well, yeah, I just want to keep it so
Yeah,
I don't
right.
offend them.
No kidding, man. No kidding. Yeah, that's
But
awesome though. Yeah, so you have that gig tonight, and then, you know, this show is coming so quickly too, man, and all that. I was telling them about that. It's just funny how time slips away. That's for sure. Uh,
Yeah,
looking at from where, I met you, first started talking with you and interacting on Facebook and such, and then meeting you in Vegas, and then still keeping in contact and all that. And then, getting the show together and kind of
yeah,
the evolution of this show, because this show was also named something from before, but then I love the track, of course, that you do on your album, Come Together, you know, the
right.
Beatles track. And I think that's just such a great title.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I thought
That was a nice job
I
putting
thought
that
that was
on there.
such a great, because
Yeah,
it's what we want to do. It's, come together, for
come together and have some
come
fun.
together. That's what it's all about, man. So,
Yeah,
so it's really cool to just kind of see that evolution and looking at that. And I know the venue's very excited. And my boys, I'm actually playing with the boys that are going to be with us in Nashville as well this next weekend. They're
well,
going to
good.
be here in Colorado. And
So you mentioned there's other guys there too. So is it two different
it's two
bands
different
that we're
bands.
going to be
Yes.
playing? So do they
Yes.
know my material?
Yes. Because you have your own band that's reserved for you. That is
Oh, okay.
that is your own everything, your whole set.
Oh, and they know
Oh
this. They
yes,
know it all good,
oh
right?
yes, oh yes. Don't worry about it. No, you'll be. Yeah. And then I have my boys who are local that are doing my set, just because I've been playing with them recently and all that stuff.
Okay.
So we have two different bands that are going to be hosted that are going to be doing the show. But
Oh,
yeah,
great.
no. So it's going to be wonderful. The one of them is called the 901 Experience Band, and if anybody knows area codes, that's the Memphis Experience Band. So
Ah,
that's what that is. So the 901 Experience Band, and then the band that you're gonna have for your set is called the Edge of Reality Band, and they're from Texas.
I like
Yeah.
that because I am on the edge of reality sometimes.
Well, I think we all are, man. But so
Oh,
that is your group, and again, these guys are tried and true Texas musicians, Dallas, Fort Worth area. So
great.
they know these songs. Again, they've known these songs for a long time. Is when they came out, and they've been playing them for ages. So when I gave them this set list, they were all really excited because these are songs, again, like kind of harping back to what you were saying. It's just good feelings, just good songs, just good
Yeah,
material, to work with. And again, you have
cool.
all your different tracks on the album, and a mix of some songs that your dad wrote, that other artists did, and it's just a great set of music. And we're also going to be doing a couple tracks together, which is going to be exciting.
Yeah, I'm looking
On
forward to that.
stage, man. Yeah, so it's coming soon. And folks can buy tickets right now at eventbrite.com. You can buy tickets. It's called Come Together, a tribute to rock and roll and country, Nashville. Put that in there, and you'll be able to find the different ticket prices and different stuff. And of course, me and Bradley are going to be happy to see everybody and then do that show. And like I was telling them, that we want this show to be a great success too, because in the sense that we want to continue it. We want to keep it going.
Yeah,
And we would love to do this show again. We'd love to do it again. And we would love to do it in different places and all that good stuff. So I think it's a really neat contrast, kind of just, I think the both sides of us, of our artistry and what we do and kind of coming together. I think it's a really cool concept, and definitely looking forward to premiering that in Nashville. And
before you go,
yeah,
mate, because I know you're a huge
yeah,
Elvis
sure.
fan. I'm going to show you
Sure.
something.
What you got?
So, the last engagement Elvis was at in the Hilton Hotel.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He the cleaning
Yes.
lady, she found a crumpled up piece of
Yes.
paper in the waste bin of the
Yes.
basket,
Uh-huh.
right? And this is the piece. That is the piece of
No
paper.
kidding. Didn't Wayne Newton own that for a time?
There might have been a couple of different pieces of paper, but this was one, and it went to auction. And someone gave it. One of Elvis's fans gave it to my dad.
Really?
Um, yeah, a long time ago.
Wow.
And then Dad gave it to me to look
That's
after, to
incredible.
give me inspiration.
Because do you know that there was a song written from one of those notes that he wrote letters called The Letter? Have you ever
Oh,
heard
really?
have you ever heard that song before?
No,
It's
I'll have to look
from
it up.
Wayne Newton. Wayne Newton
Ah,
actually recorded it. They found one of those letters that Elvis wrote in that last engagement, and it went on auction, and Wayne heard about it. He bought it, and they turned it into a song called The Letter, called
wow.
Elvis the Letter. And it's an amazing song, and basically it's all orchestrated around how Elvis was feeling. To me, it's my favorite Elvis tribute song, so to speak, about his life, because it really captures, you know, what he was feeling, you know, at that time and all that stuff.
Well, this one's quite emotional. Is
Yeah.
I wish there's someone who I could trust
Wow.
and talk to. Prayer is my only salvation now. But be still and know that I am God. Sometimes, ha 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 ha, like that. And then he goes, I gotta get my glasses. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's it shows the, you know, the loneliness too of an entertainer. Everyone
Yeah.
thinks, you know, it's just a beautiful glitz, glamour, lights, and fun. But you know, it's a lot of hardship, and you know, you
put everything, you put your soul. It's something deeper. It's a lot deeper than people think it is.
yeah.
And you know, that's why I think it's amazing, because people like Elvis, we lost him so soon, right? We lost him so soon. He had a 22-year career. He was 42 when he passed away. 10 years younger, you know, younger than you. He was a young fella, and all that, younger than my father, and younger than, you know. So it's kind of amazing to think about his career and the respect that, how short it was and how big of an impact it was. And in contrast to that, you still have your father, who was around during that whole time. That was, and your dad. The cool part about it too, and I know a story your dad's even told us, he was also in the military at the same time.
Yeah.
And he was in that same area, you know, as in Germany and all that stuff. And I don't know if I've ever told you this. This is kind of cool. I'm looking at a picture of him right now across the way. My grandfather served. He was in the Army, the U.S. Army as well, and he served in Germany at the same time Elvis did, in the same location that Elvis did. And your father was there around the same time.
That's pretty crazy.
So Elvis, my grandfather, and your father were all kind of mixing
In Germany
in
at
the
the same
same
time.
area at the same time, which
wild.
to me, thinking about where I am now and like my musical influence and, you know, all that, it kind of gives me goosebumps. It's like, well, it's like this was really kind of something that was just happened, and all these years later, now look what I'm singing and who I love and what I'm performing and all that stuff. It's pretty amazing, man, to kind of see those parallels, you know.
Yeah.
Think about all that stuff, man. Yeah.
Well, listen, my friend, I've got to run because I got to start putting my head together for
Yes,
tonight.
sir. Absolutely.
And I look forward to gigging with you and the guys, and seeing everyone who's coming. I look forward to seeing you and chatting, and let's have some fun.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and we hope to see you in Nashville. If you got your tickets already, awesome. We'll see you there. If you haven't, get your tickets. It's going to be a great night, and we will see you very, very soon. Thank you guys very much.
Take care. Cheers.
Have a good day.
Bye.